Most people trying to sell AI prompts online will never make $1. Not because their prompts don't work, but because they're aimed at the wrong audience. In this video, I'm going to show you the simple formula that we use to create AI prompts that are fast to build, require no experience, and in some cases, sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And once you see how this works, you'll understand why AI prompts are one of the easiest digital products to sell in 2026. Now, there are two important elements that every prompt must have in order to sell successfully. First, they need to be made for a highly targeted, specific audience. And second, they need to solve multiple specific problems for that audience. Listen, if you're selling generic prompts like ebook generators, funnel generators, or yet another recipe generator, there's going to be way too much competition to stand out and actually make sales. You need to dig deep and find the problems in your market that no one else is solving. Let me give you some specific examples that you can take to the bank right now. First, let's say we want to design and sell a prompt that we can sell to local businesses. Now, I'm starting with local businesses instead of niche markets because when you sell to business owners, they will pay way more money for the right prompt than end consumers. So following rule 1 and getting really specific with our targeting, we could pick, for example, chiropractors that are trying to market their business and get more clients online. Now, one of the common problems our prompt could solve is that they need to get more clients. We could also solve the problem where they want to connect with their existing clients to get more repeat business. Maybe they also don't have time for social media and don't have the funds or just don't want to hire a social media manager. We can design a sales hook to guide our prompt around those problems and have something like a prompt packed for overworked chiropractors that generates endless educational content for social media to help engage old clients while attracting new ones. Look, when you package your prompts as a done-for-you marketing solution like that, local businesses are more than willing to pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars to get their hands on it. Now, the way I like to sell prompt packs to businesses is I like to position it against what they would normally have to pay if they hired an agency. So I would say something like, hey, if you hired me or another social media agency, they'd probably just use these same prompts and deliver to you the output. Why not just buy the prompts directly from me instead? Now, this works just as well when you're designing prompts for end consumers. You'll sell the prompts for less money than you would businesses. However, these are the types of prompts that will sell themselves, as I'll demonstrate in a minute. In the diet and fitness niche, for example, you could target specific sub-niches like ketogenic dieters or people with diabetes or Crohn's disease that are looking for meal plans, and then solve specific problems like they want recipes that they're actually going to enjoy, or they have kids and family members that are not on the same diet plan as them that they need to cook for, or they just have busy lives and don't have the time for proper meal prep. Combining a specific target audience with those specific problems, we can get a hook for our prompt, like an AI prompt that generates ketogenic diet recipes that can be made in 20 minutes or less that your whole family will love and look forward to. That's way better than offering some recipe guide or diet book online. Now, once you have a solid hook for your prompt, I use a 5-step formula to create all of the prompts I sell. Starting with step 1, which is to assign a clear role. When you start your prompt by telling AI to act in a certain way, it changes the writing style and accesses more specific parts of its memory. For example, instead of a simple prompt like write social media content for chiropractors, I would start my prompt by saying, act as a direct response copywriter who specializes in client-generating social media content for chiropractors. Immediately, this is going to pull from different sources and give you much better results. And that leads us to step 2, which is to state the outcome and not the task. So first we prime the AI to act a certain way and write in a specific way. Now we need to get specific with the outcome that we want. For example, you don't want to say, write me a YouTube title. Getting more specific, we would say write 10 YouTube titles designed to maximize CTR for a cold audience scrolling fast on mobile, and each title should spark curiosity without sounding like ClickBank. Describing the outcomes that you want to achieve is going to give you better results than just stating the output you want the AI to give you. Now in step 3, I like to add what I call process prompts. These are like mini prompts that come right underneath your outcome explanation. This is going to force better reasoning because it's going to make the AI think a little bit deeper before it starts spitting out your content. To add on to the previous example, I might say something like, first, list common objections that patients have about visiting a chiropractor, then write headlines that directly neutralize those objections. This is going to dramatically enhance the depth that the AI is going to think and give you much better results. Now, just a quick note, if you're new to creating prompts that deliver high quality results, I actually have a fill in the blanks template that I use to create all of my prompts, and you can download it at the link below in the description. Now, moving on to step 4 of creating a good prompt is to show examples. Giving the AI numerous high-quality examples of what you want up front is going to help the AI produce the results you want in one shot rather than requiring multiple prompts in order to get what you want. You want to show it what a good result actually looks like. So for example, if you're generating diet recipes, give it a few examples in the exact format that you want it to deliver. Same thing with marketing materials. The more examples you can provide to the AI and the different materials you want it to produce, the easier it's going to be for it to copy and format it the way that you're guiding it with those examples. Now, I know when you're providing lots of examples in your prompt, it can make it pretty big and cumbersome to copy paste, but if you package it the way I talk about later in this video, all of that's going to be hidden from your end customer anyway. However, first we have step 5, which is to add constraints to your prompt. Listen, when it comes to creating an AI prompt, constraints create quality. AI tends to get better the more you box it in. And some of the basic constraints that you can give it are a word count, the tone you want it to use, the format that you want your output to be, whether it's in bullets or steps or a table. It's also important to tell the AI what to avoid at this point. For example, you could say, avoid motivational fluff, no emojis, don't explain basic concepts, or no long intros. Adding this step can remove 80% of the AI-isms that plague most AI responses. Now, presentation and the way you deliver your prompts can mean the difference between selling your prompts for $10 to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, of course, the fastest and easiest way to deliver your prompts to the customer is in a PDF, where they can simply copy and paste your prompt into the AI of their choice. Now, if you're going to do that approach, make sure you at least give them specific instructions on what to change and what to add to your prompt before copying it over to the AI. I'd even suggest making a walkthrough video that shows them exactly how to use it. However, if you really want your prompts to fetch a premium price tag, turning them into custom GPTs is the best solution. ChatGPT has a custom GPT builder that can actually build you your own AI chat without writing a single line of code. It's as easy as building a regular prompt. It allows you to add way more context, way more instructions, and hundreds or even thousands of pages of examples if you want that would be impossible to deliver to your customer or client if it was just a copy-paste set of PDFs. I'll be doing more videos in the future specifically on custom GPTs, so make sure you subscribe that you don't miss them. Now, selling prompts or custom GPTs is way easier than selling some course or ebook because the output of your prompts becomes your best marketing content. For example, if you're selling a recipe prompt pack, you can do videos or ads of you cooking the recipes it generates, or even just give away the recipes in diet groups and fitness groups. You're no longer selling the recipes, you're selling the recipe generator. Or if you're selling a prompt that generates content and marketing materials for businesses, just give the content away to potential clients, or even do breakdown videos on social media with the content your AI generates in order to drive clients and sales organically. All right, cool. So you have a prompt that's ready to sell. It targets a specific audience and solves multiple specific problems for that audience. Now, maybe you're looking to generate those first couple of sales, however, you don't have a following in your niche yet, or you just don't have any audience at all to sell to. I actually made a video on this that walks you through the fastest way to generate sales of any digital product with no audience, and you can watch that video right here.